What's up, guys? It's me. I am back with another video, and it's time for World Finals 4 rescoring. If you haven't checked out the first 3 videos of this series, go check it out. Go check those out. I would appreciate it. Playlist will be linked down below. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on future videos and streams. And let's go ahead and let's get into this. So, World Finals 4. And coming off World Finals 3, where, in my opinion, Dennis Anderson's run in Gravedigger was better than Tom Mintz's run in Team Mintz. They literally flipped scores by 1 point. So now we get into World Finals 4. And in real life, Avenger won this event, beating out the likes of El Toro Loco, Blue Thunder, and others. And here, admittedly, and still your World Finals 4 freestyle champion, Jim Kohler, and Avenger. To be honest with you, I don't think anybody really could have topped Avenger's run. And Avenger's run wasn't necessarily that spectacular. He had a lot of great moments, admittedly. Um, he had pretty good start, solid early hits, great air over the middle jump, skies the truck over the bus stack, has a hard landing off the container, breaking the front end, rips a long cyclone donut to close out the run. I knocked his score down from a 37 to a 35, but the guy who was closest to him was Lupe Souza and El Toro Loco, who had gone a couple runs before. He had a slow start, and that's the thing with Lupe. And I get into this when I get to World Finals 5. He had a slow start in both of these runs. Now, considering how the rest of his run went, he gets a couple of hits, smashes through a motorhome, momentum slows down, but he gets good air over the center jump, hits the motorhome remnants, and begins to roll over, but saves it while with one of his tires hitting the container right next to the obstacle. Rolls over, refires, drives through the container, gets stuck, whatever. See, my thing with Lupe is that if he doesn't get off to a slow start early, the wow factor of the truck rolling back over the way it did would have propelled him to a World Finals title at World Finals 4. But because of that, Avenger retains the title. Lyle Hancock had a really good run as well. But his rear steer broke early, and that fucked him over. If the rear steer doesn't break, I think he has a chance. Um, he would get it straightened out a little later. But again, if he didn't have to struggle with a broken rear steer for a good portion of the run, I think he would have done better. Um, Medusa was also close in scoring. You can tell I'm not completely 100%, but Medusa was close in scoring. Black Stallion had one of his better freestyle runs, even though I docked his score down. Really, what the top 5 did not change in order. Avenger, El Toro Loco, Blue Thunder, Medusa, Black Stallion. Sixth on back, there are a few small changes, but really nothing more outside of just points. Most of the lineup stayed, or I should say, most of the standings stay the same. I just think Sun Impact and Blacksmith had slightly better runs than Power Forward did, and I think Power Forward's score was a little bigger than it should have been. But really, outside of that, Avenger got it done, and his win is so significant because at the time he was the first independent driver. So, the first driver with a team not owned by Fellow Entertainment, or I'd be Clear Channel Entertainment at the time. He was the first to win a World Finals title while not under that banner and being an independent. Um, which would make way for trucks like Bounty Hunter in just a couple years' time, and others to do the same thing. I think that, in all honesty, some of the runs that came after Avenger had a chance. They just didn't work out. Uh, Pablo Hoffaker had to sub for Dennis Anderson and Gravedigger because Anderson had gotten hurt earlier in the season and could not compete at World Finals. He was still there, but he couldn't compete. Um, he had a solid run going up until he goes over the container, noses it, pops it back onto the rear tires, one wheel wheelies it into the obstacle that El Toro Loco got stuck in. And that ended his day. And then Tom Mintz hits the motorhome, gets stuck on it, and can't get off, literally on the first hit. Um, I think for both of them, had it gone differently, they would have had a chance. Um, but no disrespect to Avenger whatsoever. Jim Kohler earned it. He deserved it. And yeah, so with all that being said, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts down below. I will catch you all next time. Peace.